This is the Proloso automatic soap dispenser. And this is a nice looking dispenser. It has a steel body casing. But just to note, the upper portion of this particular dispenser is all plastic. It's like a chrome colored or a metal colored plastic, but the body itself is actually has a steel casing around it. It looks similar to others being sold under a variety of brand names, so most likely this is from the same manufacturer as as those others. With that being said, this dispenser does seem to be made okay, though. It holds 8 ounces of soap, which is a pretty good amount, because it should last a while before needing a refill. It's pretty easy to fill, and the one thing I do like about this dispenser is it has a locking cap here on the top, and I'm going to try to take this off without making a mess because I do have soap in here already. It has a locking cap that locks in place, and it doesn't leak even when it's turned upside down, which is good. You can lock it back in place here, but you turn it upside down, it doesn't leak, so which is good in terms of the cap itself. Now, to use this requires 4 AAA batteries, which are in the bottom here. The batteries location does concern me a bit because there's an included stand here. Let me take that off. That's like a little plastic stand that sits pretty low. And number one, it doesn't lock in place very well, but it sits pretty low. And the battery compartment itself doesn't appear to be any kind of waterproof. So this does sit kind of low even with this little stand. So it does concern me, especially because it's going to be around the sink and potentially get wet. I kind of wish they would have either made this stand a little bit higher or at the very least made the battery compartment waterproof of some sort. So now, to turn on, there's a black button here. To turn this on, you touch the black button for 3 seconds. There's a little red light here that flashes underneath the dispensing nozzle to let you know it's powered on. To power off, you do the same thing. You hold it for 3 seconds, and it will turn off. I'm not crazy about the location of the power light under here. For me, I think it's a little bit hard to see if you have it on or off. And I would have preferred some type of indicator at the top here to let you know that it's powered on instead of under the nozzle where it's hard to see. Now, this does have 3 volume levels that you also change by pressing this power button. I would personally prefer the volume selector to be a button to be separate from the power switch, or at the very least an LED indicator to let you know what volume level you have selected, because it's really kind of hard to tell which level you have selected. And another thing is I would also like to see an indicator to let you know you're low on soap, because this one, as you can see, is solid. There's no way to see if you're low on soap at all. So I would have liked to at least have either an indicator combined with that volume indicator to let you know you have a low volume of soap, or at least a way to see the level of soap in here. Now, the sensor itself, let me power it on here, seems a bit sensitive at times. Hopefully I've got it on, because again it's hard to see. A bit sensitive time, as it sometimes will activate. See, as you can see down by the bottom here of my hand, at the bottom of the dispenser, or just by moving it around. So sometimes this thing has a bit of a mind of its own, I think, because it does that at times. Or there's times that you have to take and wave your hand 2 to 3 times to actually get soap to dispense out. So again, probably a common issue with these types of dispensers, but again, it's sometimes it's a little too sensitive for its own good in that respect. Now, one thing about this is this does seem to eat batteries quicker than I expected with this. And the one oddity with this is that if you have batteries below a certain capacity, the pump just doesn't work. I would have liked to see a low battery indicator. I think that would be a nice addition to this, to let you know that you've got to either change the batteries, or it's getting to the point where the pump won't pump with the battery level. I do think rechargeables batteries are probably the best option for this because of the way it uses batteries on this. Now on the plus side of this, so far this is not clogged at all. You can see there that it did activate the way it's supposed to. Now this does not, one of the things about this is this dispenser does not seem to have any warranty information listed either on the box or the instructions of the Amazon page, so I'm assuming that this particular brand has a 90-day or less warranty or no warranty at all. And again, is this a perfect soap dispenser? I would say no. I think there's several things that could be improved with the design. Although a lot of the issues that this one has seems to be common among other brands of automatic soap dispensers. So, some of the pros with this is it has an 8-ounce capacity, which is good. 3 volume level adjustments. The body of the dispenser is made of metal and seems to be put together well. It has a power on-off switch. It's easy to use, easy to fill. It looks nice, and it hasn't clogged, and has the locking top cap. Now again, some of the other things that I think that are bad about this is the stand is plastic. It sits low. The battery compartment's not waterproof, which works hand in hand with the stand. I think the sensor kind of has a mind of its own at times. There's no volume level indicator to let you know what volume level selected. No separate volume level button. The power light makes it hard to tell whether it's on or off. Again, the dispenser seems to eat batteries and has an oddity where if the batteries are under 50% power, it seems to have issues working. The top of the dispenser made of plastic, no warranty, and no way to tell if the dispenser's low on soap. Again, is this a perfect dispenser? No. Is it a decent dispenser? I say yes. It's a nice looking dispenser, and I think it's okay for what it is. I will update my review if I have any issues with the durability. I give this 3 stars.